So the Ballon d'Or, that means Golden Ball, is absolutely the biggest individual award in football. While teams chase league titles and championships, this golden trophy goes to just one player each year who's considered the best in the world. France Football magazine started it back in '56, and it's gotten bigger over time. First, it was just for European players, then players in European clubs, and now it's totally global. The way they pick the winner is pretty straightforward. Football journalists from all over vote for their top players. Those votes get tallied up, and whoever gets the most points takes home the trophy. For Americans who might not follow international football as closely, this is way more prestigious than any MVP award we have here. This thing has serious history behind it. Lionel Messi owns the record with 8 wins. Cristiano Ronaldo has 5. Legends like Johan Cruyff and Michel Platini won it multiple times too. These days, the ceremony in Paris is a total red carpet affair. Players show up in fancy suits with their families, looking like they're heading to the Oscars instead of a football award show. When people argue about who's the greatest footballer ever, how many times they won the Ballon d'Or almost always comes up. It's that big a deal in determining a player's legacy in the sport. FIFA Best Men's Player Award is the newer kid on the block compared to the Ballon d'Or, but it's quickly become a massive deal in the football world. Back in 2016, FIFA decided to restart their individual player award after splitting from France Football's Ballon d'Or. They wanted their own global recognition for the world's top footballer. The voting is pretty interesting. It's not just journalists this time. Professional footballers, national team coaches, and selected media representatives all get a say. They vote across 3 categories. One vote for first place, another for second, and a third for third. Points get tallied, and boom, a winner emerges. Modric, Messi, and Ronaldo have dominated recent years. Each win represents not just individual brilliance, but a stamp of global approval from the sport's governing body. The annual ceremony in Zurich is a big deal. Top players from around the world show up, hoping to hear their name called. It's part celebration, part international football reunion. What makes this award unique is its connection directly to FIFA. While the Ballon d'Or is prestigious, this award comes straight from football's world headquarters. For players, it's like getting the ultimate seal of approval from the sport's most powerful organization. The trophy itself is sleek and modern, a crystal globe representing the global nature of football. Pretty cool, right? Now, let me tell you about the World Cup Golden Ball. This award isn't about who's the best player on the planet. It's all about who dominates those magical 4 weeks when the entire world is watching. Since 1982, FIFA has handed this trophy to the single most outstanding player at each World Cup tournament. It doesn't matter if your team wins it all. This award is purely about individual brilliance on football's biggest stage. The voting is done by media representatives covering the tournament. These journalists watch every match, see every moment, and decide who truly stood out from the rest. It's not about reputation or past glory. It's about what you did in those 7 games that captivated the world. Diego Maradona got one for his otherworldly performance in 1986. Zinedine Zidane won it in 2006 despite that infamous headbutt in the final. And Lionel Messi claimed it in 2014 even though Argentina lost the final to Germany. What makes this award special is its rarity. The World Cup only happens every 4 years, so players might only get 3 or 4 shots at it in their entire career. Plus, you've got to perform when the pressure is at its absolute peak. The trophy itself is literally a golden football. Simple but iconic. When players hold it, they know they didn't just play well. They delivered performances that billions of people around the world will remember forever. For footballers, this might be the most honest individual award out there. No politics, no season-long campaigns, just pure excellence when it matters most. The World Cup Golden Boot is all about pure, simple numbers. Most goals scored in the tournament. That's it. While other awards might involve opinions and votes, this one's cut and dry. Hit the back of the net more than anyone else, and the trophy is yours. This award dates back to 1930, the very first World Cup. Back then, they called it the Golden Shoe, but the mission has always been the same. Reward the tournament's top marksman. If players tie on goals, they look at assists. And if that's even, whoever scored their goals in fewer minutes gets the edge. Just Fontaine from France still holds the record with an insane 13 goals in 1958. More recently, guys like Ronaldo, the Brazilian one, James Rodriguez, and Harry Kane have claimed this prestigious prize. What makes the Golden Boot special is the pressure these players face. You've got just 7 games max to make your mark. There's no making up ground over a long season. You either deliver when the whole world is watching, or you don't. For strikers, this award is almost like a separate competition running alongside the main tournament. You'll often see forwards checking the goal tallies of their rivals after matches, knowing exactly who they need to catch. And here's the thing about Golden Boot winners. They become part of football trivia forever. Even casual fans can name the World Cup top scorers from decades ago, score the most goals on the biggest stage, and you're immortalized in the sports history books. For pure goal scorers, there's probably no sweeter individual honor in international football than this golden trophy. The World Cup Golden Glove is the goalkeeper's time to shine. In a sport where strikers get all the glory, this award finally puts the spotlight on the guys between the posts who make those game-saving stops. Officially established in 1994 as the Yashin Award, named after legendary Soviet keeper Lev Yashin, it was later rebranded as the Golden Glove in 2010. Unlike the Golden Boot with its clear stats, this one's decided by FIFA's Technical Study Group, the experts who analyze every dive, punch, and reflex save throughout the tournament. It's not just about clean sheets. The committee looks at command of the area, distribution skills, communication with defenders, and those jaw-dropping moments when a keeper defies physics to keep the ball out. Keepers like Germany's Oliver Kahn, Spain's Iker Casillas, and Belgium's Thibaut Courtois have all claimed this prestigious award. Sometimes it goes to the tournament winner's goalkeeper, but often it recognizes exceptional performance regardless of how far a team advances. What makes this award special is how it highlights the most high-pressure position in football. One mistake from a keeper can end a nation's dreams, while one incredible save can make them immortal. The Golden Glove winners performed under that crushing pressure tournament after tournament. The trophy itself is exactly what you'd expect, a golden goalkeeper's glove. Simple, but when you see a keeper holding it, you know they stood tall when millions were watching and their country was counting on them. For goalkeepers, who often toil in relative anonymity at club level, this might be the one time they get universal recognition for their unique, often underappreciated art. The World Cup Best Young Player Award is all about catching a glimpse of football's future while the present unfolds. It's FIFA's way of saying, hey, this kid just showed up on the biggest stage and didn't just belong, they shined. This award started officially in 2006, though they retroactively recognize players like Pelé from earlier tournaments. The rules are pretty straightforward. You've got to be 21 or younger when the tournament kicks off to be eligible. A FIFA technical committee handles the selection, looking beyond just goals and assists. They're watching for that special something, composure beyond their years, technical ability, and performing under pressure when billions are watching. Past winners read like a who's who of football royalty. Pelé was recognized for his 1958 brilliance when he was just 17. Franz Beckenbauer got the nod for 1966. More recently, Kylian Mbappé took home the honor in 2018 after lighting up Russia as a teenager. What makes this award special is how it often predicts greatness. When you see a 19-year-old kid running fearlessly at defenders at the World Cup, not buckling under the pressure, you're witnessing something rare. This award puts a stamp on that moment saying, remember this name. For these young players, winning this can change everything. Suddenly, they're not just prospects. They're proven on the international stage. The transfer rumors start flying, the endorsement deals roll in, and expectations go through the roof. It's like catching the first chapter of what might become an epic football story. Years later, fans love saying, I remember watching them win Best Young Player before they became a legend. Here's a picture of the best individual awardees. After Argentina claimed their third Men's World Cup crown with a penalty shootout victory against France, 4 players were recognized for their outstanding performances with individual awards. The Young Player, Golden Glove, Golden Boot, and Golden Ball awards were all presented. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Feel free to drop a comment if you have any suggestions. Also, if you want to join our community, please join our Discord server.